So here we are with the unmistakable figure of Bradley Wiggins, and we're on the eve of the Tour de France, Brad, and you looking excited, confident, ready to go?
Yeah, you know the Tour don't start tomorrow, don't you?
Yeah, I do, yeah, thank you for that. Eve, it's a general, it's an expression,
yeah,
Brad.
We've got 10 days to go.
Right, thank you. Anyway, you're looking excited and confident and ready to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's... we're ready. I think that's the overriding word at the moment. Obviously, we've had fantastic success in the Dauphiné. The season as a whole has been fantastic. The team's moved on a level from last year. And yeah, we were just really excited about this tour. And it's a big contrast to this time last year. So
yeah, now you had you had a fantastic tour in 2009. I mean, in many ways, almost too fantastic, because you finished fourth, and then 2010 it didn't go to plan at all, and you had a horrible time, but in a funny sort of way, it might have done you a favour.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in sport, you can't always get it right, and you know, you learn from some of your biggest disappointments, as most of the great sportsmen around the world have done in the past. So, yeah, it's disappointing, as hard as it was at the time. I think in hindsight, looking back, it's probably going to be the biggest blessing in disguise I've ever had. So.
Yeah, because you've emerged as a different person this year, haven't you? You're doing things differently. You've ticked a few boxes which you didn't do last year.
Yeah, I think it's certainly made me a better person, made me a better, stronger athlete, a better athlete across the board, not just on a physical level. So I think it's been, yeah, certainly, as I say, the biggest blessing in disguise.
Yeah, now of course your team captain, you are the equivalent of, let me see, Rio Ferdinand,
Bobby
are you
Moore.
not? Bobby Moore.
Moore's probably a better role model.
Probably, just a bit. You are the Bobby Moore of British cycling. How does that sound? Because you're taking it responsibly, aren't you, and seriously now?
Yeah, more seriously than I've ever taken it. And yeah, I mean, it's just fantastic. And once you get to this stage now, and you've got the success behind you and the individual success, you know, you start to really enjoy it and relish the position I'm in now. And what a fantastic position to be in, you know, leader of Team Sky and this fantastic team moving forward. And yeah, it's just great to have been a part of it from the start, and now kind of really found my feet with it.
And I guess, without putting words in your mouth, he says, as he puts words in your mouth, you know, after everything you've achieved as an Olympian, and that story isn't over, but I mean, you've already got, 6 medals, 6 Olympic medals so far, 3 golds. You've been there, you've done it. It must be great to have a brand new and unbelievably challenging, mountain to climb, literally.
Yeah. What with the tour? You mean? Yeah, I mean the tours. I mean, I'm fortunate in our sport that I could, you know, change events. I mean, Chris Hoy is a sprinter and he does the events on the track. And I'm sure he'd love to be able to come and do the Tour de France, but you know, his frame and his makeup doesn't allow him to do that. Whereas I was fortunate with my events that I could switch to the endurance side and do, you know, the Tour de France and things like that. So it keeps your mind fresh. It keeps the challenges fresh as well. And it gives you those interim goals in between Olympic cycles to really to get your teeth into.
There must be something, if you don't mind me saying, abnormal about you, Mr. Wiggins, because it is 21 days of pain, isn't it?
I'm a pain in the arse. There's nothing abnormal about that. There's plenty of people that...
But this time it's self-inflicted pain.
Yeah, I mean, the Tour is a huge challenge, you know, and it's as much a mental challenge as a physical. 3 weeks, you know, doing anything is, you know, become monotonous, or... You know, if I asked you to remember what you were doing 2 weeks ago today, you'd struggle, and I think that's what the tour is all about. It's, you know, 3 weeks doing the same thing day in, day out, eating the same food day in, day out, and it's tough. But at the same time, that's, you know, there's something really nice about it. You know, some sort of sense of achievement. Certainly, when you reach Paris, just to finish the Tour de France, let alone get there and actually do something in the Tour de France. So it's a special thing, and it's a special race, and it's certainly one that you know, you end up wanting to go back for more.
Now, you're not interested in just finishing this time, are you? No Briton has ever been on the podium. You got very close in 2009, and with a fair wind and a bit of luck, you think you could do it this time, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, we're in, as I say, position to do that now, and you know, there's a lot that's going to go into doing that. Obviously, it's 3 weeks of getting those 21 days back to back right, avoiding crashes, staying healthy. But yeah, we're in a better position than I've ever been to do that, so it's a very exciting time.
Now, are you taking it this seriously? I know for a fact, because you're not even going to bring your guitars with you, and I hear that even though you can impersonate everybody on the Sky team, you're going to keep those down to a minimum. Am I right?
Yeah, I've stopped taking the piss now because I got in trouble for that last year. you can do that sort of stuff when you're riding well, but when you're not going so well, people take it as an offensive. So kept that to a minimum. Just getting a good professional Brad this year. So
I believe it when I see it, but you've sold it to me, my friend.
all right.
Best of luck.
Cheers.